to
Yeah, hey
Pull Up
guys.
Podcast,
What's going on?
sponsored by Hidden. Just
At
kidding.
Hidden.
Just kidding. Hidden, if you want to sponsor us, call me. It's
Yeah.
fine. Today, we don't really have a real topic. We're just kind of
Yeah.
fucking
Free
around,
balling.
talking about stuff. I want to talk about the Proper Doinks
Yep.
video,
Yep. I watched that yesterday.
the Mids Busters that he just
Yes.
released, and then we're gonna smoke. This was 11/11.
No, that one is Zoap from
Zoap
Wizard.
by Wizard Trees.
Yep.
You picked this one up.
Little
in New York,
appetizer. Yeah. Little appetizer, and then we have a nice fatty with a mix of 50-50 blend of permanent marker mixed with red eye. Red eye is permanent runs. Red eye? No,
No,
Rainbow
Rainbow
X.
X,
Rainbow X.
yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, Rainbow X is RS11 times Z. I'm pretty certain.
That one we put a whole 3.5.
Yep. That one's going to be a nice one. I'm
That's my
curious how
favorite
that blend is
size.
going to be.
I think it should mix good.
Yeah,
'Cause
Rainbow,
the Rainbow
X.
X is like on the gelato side and like.
Yeah, I'm
a
glad
little
I
bit of
smoked them
gassy
again.
sherb.
I'm glad I,
I mean, you
smoked them
can't
again.
smoke 10 joints
Yeah.
and then rate the 11th one.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
no taste left.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we had tried them in New York, and I was like, nah, these are not good. Like, what's going on here? And then I tried them again yesterday, and I was like, oh, okay. You know, they're good. Like, it's not bad. Like, it's not what I thought it was. My
the life
palate
of
was just
George
messed
and
up.
Julius.
Yeah.
It's hard when you smoke that.
You gotta
many
clean your
joints.
palate. You really do. To taste, you really do.
So you remember we were smoking that one, and you guys were like, maybe your palate's off, maybe your palate's off.
Sure.
I think it was number 6 that I
Okay.
was like,
Oh,
there's
you're
like a
talking
cushy
about-
taste to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. You're talking about this Olympics
That
box.
strain
Yeah.
is blackberry, and blackberry is crossed with something that's cushy,
Okay.
and there was a little bit to it.
Excuse
I
me.
forget what it was. I looked it up because I was watching the podcast, and I was like, I was like, I hope I wasn't this off.
I haven't watched the podcast.
It's
Like,
very
fully.
hard to watch.
I haven't
them.
watched it fully.
It is very hard to watch them. I'm
I
not
need to
gonna lie.
watch them fully.
So you saw on Mythbusters, he was talking about NorCal Nemo.
Yeah.
He paid $1,600 for that zip.
For those 2 jars he was smoking on there?
$1,600 a
Yeah,
jar.
he said something really good. He said the consumers, he goes, the consumers like control the price. Like we control the price.
Yeah, the buyer.
The buyers, the buyer sets the price, and then he said, ethics go out of the way when you pay that much for weed. You know, if you're paying $1,000 for weed, ethics go out of the way. Like there's no ethics. Like you can review the weed as harshly as you want to review it. Basically, I think is what he's trying to say.
I mean, you should be able to review it all like that.
Yeah, but like if for sure you're paying $1,000 a fucking ounce, bro.
Yeah, you definitely shouldn't get butt hurt.
Yeah.
Like I just gave you $1,600. $3,200 for 2 ounces.
It's insane. That's insane.
But I'll be honest, like smoking a $1,600 ounce, and if it has seeds in it, like I get maybe it still smokes, but why the fuck does a $1,600 ounce have seeds in it?
It had seeds when he was
Both of them had seeds in them. That's crazy for a $1,600 ounce.
Yeah, that's not fair. I would say it's not a fair price.
I mean, we had Elephants 41, right?
Yeah, for like 1,000 or
That
some
was,
shit.
Yeah, I think that was $1,000. It was good.
So was the sour sushi. That shit we
Sour
paid a
shizu,
G.
but that's
Sour
resale
shizu.
price. Like we
For
got
sure, yeah,
middleman
yeah,
down
we
the
got
way, you know what I mean?
middleman, yeah, usually 600-800, some shit like that, whatever.
But the Elephant 41 was good. It looks amazing, but like, is it worth 1,000? To me, no.
No,
But there's people who are paying it all day.
there are people that are paying it, and they're paying it happily. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like when a consumer is buying something and like they pay that much for it, and like I don't know, it's also subjective, but like if you're paying for something and you're paying for it that much, like even if it's not as good as what they think it is, they're gonna hype it up like because of what they paid for it. I've seen that before. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, everybody wants to flex
Yeah.
a little bit. I mean,
Oh,
just
you have
the
to-
fact that you could pay 1,000 for an ounce, like if that's what
For
you're
sure,
trying to-
yeah, 100%. But
for
like
Dre, you know, people want to be like, yeah, I just spent a whole
as
stack
a
on
true
this ounce.
smoker, though, you have to like keep it real, right? You know, you have to. You have to keep it real, regardless what you pay. You like, I don't know. Even for our own shit, like even GT stuff, like I'll keep it 100. Like if something's not something, I'll tell the person, when they're buying it, like this is, unicorn. Like how I liked how Mythbusters, the Proper Doings guys had they had the good, the bad, the great,
I would
the
say my
unicorn
scale.
is very
So he
similar, right?
posted that before.
Yeah, I've
I
never seen that.
I don't know if he posted it or talked about it, but it almost mimics the scale that I use always.
Good.
Like my highest score ever is a 9.6 for that first batch of Chef. Everything I rate is like 8.7.
Man, it wasn't unicorn.
It was close.
It was close.
It wasn't like.
Wasn't that 10-10? I feel you. Yeah.
Not 10 out of 10.
Sure.
There was just like. It was as close as you can be, though.
Yeah, 100%. It was a good one, man.
I would say if I would smoke it to the end, I probably got like 35% left of that joint. If I smoked it to nothing, that's a unicorn.
Right.
I haven't in 2 years. I haven't smoked one strain all the way to the
all the
end
way
of
down.
the joint.
I feel you. Kind of. Excuse me. Yeah. So Wizard had the Zoap. He had 1111, which is RS11 times RS11. He had RS65 or Route 65, which is RS11 times Studio 54.
Yeah.
And then
Isn't it RS time? Is it Studio 54 or RS 54?
RS54. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes. RS54 times RS11. That's what Route 65 is.
So I had RS 54 when there was a long time ago when Doja dropped it. And I had gotten it from Doja and I had gotten it from Deep East.
Okay.
And it was like, at that time, it was like a gassier RS11, I feel like. But it was really good.
That 1111 is that RS11 by RS11. That's tasty, man. It's tasty.
Because so much RS11 that comes out hasn't been good lately.
His Wizzy is good too. Wizard Tree's
Skittles,
Z.
right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. It's a good Z.
I love Z, man. You can't really go wrong with good Z. I love his Sangria. I think Thin Mint cookies and Skittles go so well together.
Maybe I should try it again because I'm not a fan.
No, I feel like it's.
I can't wholeheartedly say that because I don't have too many reminiscences of me smoking it.
Yeah.
So maybe I need to like really focus and remember when I'm smoking it.
I smoked it in the past when Wizard Trees had it in like a Sangria bag.
Okay.
Actually, it was with me and Beat Out when we went to last year's Olympics. We smoked it before we left.
Cali?
Yeah.
Cali's Olympics?
No, Michigan.
Michigan's Olympics.
But
Yeah.
I had it here and we smoked it before we went. But the Thin Mint cookies gives it like a little bit of like cookie funk to it.
Okay.
But I like that. Like I feel like that's kind of how Giraffe Pussy is, but just less on the gas side.
The F1, Giraffe Pussy F1.
Yeah. When we were in Vegas, what did we get? F2?
We got both.
We got both?
Or maybe he only had F2, and when I went to Cali, he had the F1.
Yeah.
That's what happened, I think.
I don't remember much of Vegas.
Yeah.
Because
Vegas
made me smoke 5 hash holes.
Vegas was great. Vegas was a good time. Me and Julius had a good time, except our last night. They didn't let us in. I should have tipped the guy. They didn't let us in because I was wearing joggers. So
That's
stupid. And they were letting other people in. It's like, come on, man.
What event was it?
It was some stupid club to see Was Khalifa live. And I was like, all right, let's go. Our last night. We were going to go with a couple other friends.
Stems, huh? I'm just kidding. I love his music, but the rolling skills are not that great. He uses the same grinder as us, though.
Right, that shredder. Yeah.
He has that big ass Santa Cruz shredder that I always want to get. The 1 pound grinder.
I forgot what other company out here in Michigan was talking about that they had it too.
I want to say either 710 or was it Fear of Booth?
I think 710 was talking about it.
I really want one for my house. Like when I put a smoking room in my house, I just want the 1 pound grinder.
Tea time. I forgot what tea time is. Tea time RS times Skittles. I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is too. When you say that, when I say that, I think of a certain terp, and then like when you smoke, it's like it's a little bit different.
What is it? What is it like?
I don't know. It's definitely RS times Skittles, but it's not as in your face as like the 1111 or like the fucking I mean, or like the Zoap. His Zoap, that that batch of Zoap that I picked up was good too. With Julius.
What do you think of this soap?
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
what
is
are
it.
your
I like
thoughts
it a
on it?
lot. I mean, flavor wise, I think it's good. I think it could stack a little bit better, maybe. But I mean, all in all, it's good. I would rate it like a 9, honestly, for me. Like a 8, 7 even. You could say, just because of certain other attributes that it doesn't have. Because I've smoked better Zoap, but this is a great Zoap.
Yeah, I would probably say it's close. I'd say like 8.5.
Yeah.
It smokes good. Like I wish it was like, but it's almost every batch of Zoap I have now. Like I wish there was more sweet sherb to it. Like you
Right,
remember
the
the
sweetness.
first,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
original batches of Zoap? Like they came in and they were like in your face sweet. Like your whole mouth would be coated with sweetness from it.
One of my boys says that Zoap is a better version of RS11, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I guess I could see that, but like RS11 is real good. Like that 1111 is,
Aren't
it's
they
in your
completely
face, it's
different genetics
pungent,
though?
it's huh.
Like aren't they completely different genetics?
So like, I was gonna say that to him too, but I'm not gonna even get into this with him.
I mean that's
Yeah,
like that's a crazy thing to compare
so like,
because it's
yeah,
completely different. Like one has pink guava in it. This one, see, like this, you taste it so much more. Like even in that size, like I feel like you can taste it, but I can't taste it all the way.
really,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yesterday, my brother had a joint. I don't know what paper he used, and we were golfing, and I took like 2 hits of it, and it tasted so bad from whatever paper it was.
Was it like white as fuck? Was it thick?
It was very thick. Yeah.
Probably
It
used like some
tasted like
zigzag
yeah, like
something.
he pulled the leaf off the ground, and just rolled the weed in the leaf.
GT will get to a point, and fatties will get to a point where everyone's gonna have joints on them, bro.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Like that's like already. I bought Julius one of those Pelicans, and I already told him that him and I need to ride around with joints. Like, there's no reason why we're not riding around with joints because we don't know when you're gonna see someone, even if it's just a flower roll.
Yeah, I mean that's how.
You know,
Like when I first started Fatties, that's what I told. Like I told everyone.
told everyone, yeah, yeah.
Like just get used to me giving away like
And like
a
weed
few
culture is
thousand
that
fatties a
too, though.
month.
You know, weed culture is that. It's giving. It's like it's including. It's hey, education. It's like you want to educate the next guy next to you. You know,
Yeah,
whether
it's not so much like everything is not just sell, sell, sell right away.
I mean, that's what cannabis has become, though. It's become an industry. It's become get your money, get your bag, fuck the guy, you know, all this. And it's like,
Yeah, the people that are just like trying to run a business, I guess. But like the people that run good businesses, not really. Like if you go into a good store, you go into a good shop anywhere, those people are gonna talk to you. They're gonna ask you what you like,
right.
what flavors are your favorite. A bad store, no. They're just gonna be like, "What do you want?" But there's a lot more of it now. Like it's more in our face because those people that kind of do that have a lot of money.
Correct. A lot of backing, a lot of funding, a lot of boof.
So right, this is
Doja,
when-
he didn't even go to Hall of Flowers, I think, the next day, right? He posted, he's like, hey, I don't think I'm going to Hall of Flowers today. Too many chats.
sometimes I feel like that at those like big things, they just feel repetitive. Like you go the year before and it
Like,
feels like maybe there's a few
The
different
benefit,
booths
like, what's
and
the
then-
benefit? Yeah, there's networking, but like what? And with who?
There's networking, but there's also so many like there's a lot of random people that try to eat your time at those things. So this one you roll tight and you made the filter very tight.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's how I like to smoke it.
Yeah. So we had a client that wanted rolls, and I had been telling the team to consciously roll a little bit looser. So it's still tight, but not as tight as we've been doing them. And we did them for a client. It was our first time starting to do that way, and I did not first time. We had done it a couple times already too, for other batches that we had ran, and fucking. the client didn't like that they were rolled a little looser, and I was like, well, we've been getting complaints. People are telling us joints are running, so it's like that consumer education of how to light a joint that we roll, you know, a little bit bigger joint where you need to completely torch it and all that. All of that comes to the experience. So when you get complaints, we were trying to tweak, but the client didn't want us to tweak. They're like, no, we came to you because we know how you guys roll. So I was like, that makes a lot of sense. So I think that's just the way we roll, and that's it. End of the day, you know, no tweaking, no doing this, no doing that. The consumer just needs to be educated at the
Yeah,
end
and
of the
then
day.
your customer also has to know what they want. Like you'll never like when I tell you, I always tell you like, don't make it loose.
No, you don't even tell me anything. It was more so me taking the feedback that I had gotten and like adjusting when I should have just asked the client, "Hey, how do you want them rolled?" Now that's like something that we'll ask.
Yeah, that's like part
You
of
know,
the intake
yeah.
process.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like every company's probably a little
And
different.
most people when they come to us, they tell us just normally, you know, what I've been hearing like for the past couple of people that we've talked to, like, "Hey, just roll 'em normal," because you know, they come to you because you're rolling a certain way.
Yeah,
That's what I've come to conclude.
I mean that was the reason we came. Like
Yeah.
there was a tightness to
Yeah.
it that burned slow enough, and like I would
Yeah.
get a resin ring from it. I'd be able to have good heat maintenance.
Yeah.
So for me, when I saw it, I was like, this is how.
It's
If
a
I'm gonna go
science.
buy it, this is the item I want to buy.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, I finally got to try all the donuts after
Yeah,
we
after
tested
the
the flavors. The only time I ever tried them is when we tried them
Initially.
the pairings.
Yeah.
And then they all sold, and I didn't get to go buy one from anywhere. So I went and
Peace.
bought a few.
We'll see you,
See
bro.
you guys. I went and bought a couple. Or I bought one of each strain: the RS11 times Honey Bunny, the Bubble Yum times Grape Flambe, and there was one more. I forget, but it was a gelinade one, the one that was made with gelinade flour. That one was probably my favorite.
The Johnny guava jelly.
Yeah, gelinade guava jelly.
I need to get that rosin out and whip it a little bit. The grape breath smells great. Shout out Gamut.
I'm excited.
I'm sorry.
to
Shout
see
out
that.
Straight Fire. Gamut.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that. The
Yeah.
pairings that we come up with for that one.
Yeah.
It's nice to be able to have stuff to pair again.
I
It
know.
felt like we had no like. You get so antsy.
We're at a
when
brick
you're
wall.
Like,
Yeah.
Like there's no. We're waiting for flour.
Trying to
waiting for
climb it,
rosin,
figure it out. Yeah.
but that's a fun
It
problem
always.
to have.
Yeah. Exactly. So let me ask you this: logistics of sending product to stores for GT. What if I sent all my product, just GT product, when it's done, to one processor, and that processor, that's what they do. They kind of like broker product, and they have their own products. And that processor, there's they incur all the other shipping fees to the stores. I work with them to get to the stores that I need to go to, but since they have other products, they ship it with theirs, and it's kind of I deal with one shipping.
Yeah.
And
It's probably possible,
yeah.
but I think you'll probably lose your mind
You think so?
if there's any issue.
Right,
That's part
yeah.
of the whole order.
100%. That's the
Yeah,
biggest
so
thing.
You have one.
That's the biggest thing is
metric
once the
shipment.
issues, yeah,
So if that order could pause everything, and there could be an issue from someone else. that
from
pauses
other else's
everything
order.
else.
Right.
I mean, it's for sure.
It's for
possible.
sure possible.
It's just something that, for me, like, I want to make sure I'm in control if something gets to the store
100%.
at a certain time or not.
100%. That's kind of what I was talking to.
I also want to be able to see the storage. I want to see where it's
Yep.
sitting.
If
If
Yep.
it's clean. If
100%.
like our stuff is sitting in rooms that are at good temperatures.
Correct. No, there's definitely stuff to consider like that. I don't know, it's a thought. But like you said, that for me, like you said, the most thing is the drop, like making sure that the drop hits, it gets to the store on time, the time that you need it to get to.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
imagine if someone had a garage like we do for storage, and that's where some people leave product in those kind of areas. And just
The
that,
temperature goes up and down like crazy.
yeah, so that would
No.
hurt your product a lot,
Yeah,
especially for rosin. Like it
definitely.
would melt and then get cold. It would be a mess.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
The way the product gets to consumers is so important. It's hard as a producer to be
To,
able. You only
to
can
follow
handle
those
it as it gets
steps.
to the
Yeah.
store,
Yeah.
right? And then once it's up to the store to be able to get you a good.
Yeah, and your relationship with the store and their space at the store, how they have their own layout. There's definitely a lot that I don't think a consumer might know. Like the consumer doesn't know. Like I feel like
No, for sure.
for me as a custody, as a consumer, just when I used to just go to shop, you have no idea what goes on in the back end. No idea as a customer.
No, because you're just going in to buy something.
Just going in and buy my weed and like you don't really care. Like that's not your problem. It's cool to understand, I guess now. But what's it going on over there, Andrew?
This
Is the
Alright,
combo
It's burning
going?
amazing.
Yeah.
The heat maintenance is so good. Like I feel like I lit this one good from the get go. Like the ember held. I was able to take good draws without it being too hot.
Pretty.
Like I can hit it without it getting hot. I'm interested to see your take of the flavor. So, like in my head, this is what I wonder from watching Proper Doink's episode of
Yeah.
Mythbusters. Like this product,
Yeah.
can something get threefold of the quality? 3 times better of the quality.
I think, yeah. I mean, to a degree. Like, I think that chef, if you were to roll the first batch of chef, it would have put this to misery almost.
Yeah.
Not misery, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know about
there's a,
misery,
there'll be a definite difference. Like
but
you'd be
in
able to
what
tell a
sense?
difference.
So what? In what?
In what sense? The smoothness of ash and the taste. I feel
Yeah.
like those
The
two
ash
main
felt
things.
Like it was melting on
Bro,
chef, right?
those it was like just perfect.
It was melting.
It was perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
like it melted like
Okay.
and
so
stacked
let's say-
so nicely. Like this one, you can see there's a couple like marks, but then doesn't Proper say that those like black marks kind of in there are because the oil touched it or something like that? The residue, the
It's possible sometimes. It's
yeah.
also possible if you didn't take out leaves when you're breaking it down, that
they
they
burn
can burn
differently.
that way. So like one thing I did notice about Proper, like I thought I was very detailed when I broke nugs down.
Bro.
He takes the leaves off. So I bought tweezers and I started pulling the leaves off. And I'll take my time.
Oh, fuck. Wow.
Jeff is gonna have to come in for CPR soon.
Oh, fuck. Wow, that's great though. It's a good mix. I say it's the perm is maybe a little more dominant on the inhale, and then towards the end of it, I get the Rainbow X.
Yeah, you get a little like creaminess on the end of it. The Rainbow X definitely lighter. The perm takes it over. Perm is so strong. The
It is.
flavor's so
It
like
is.
strong and prominent.
That's how marker is. That permanent marker.
So what else would you say outside of that then? Chef was,
The chef?
Yeah.
If you want to say the nugs, if you want to like go down to the actual like material, like I feel like the nugs were nicer. Like the Rainbow, they're both nicer, but the Rainbow X I think is a little bit dense.
Rainbow X felt dense.
Yeah.
Permanent had a much better feeling.
Permanent had much better feeling,
but
and I think the breakdown,
fluff-
bro,
The fluff is a little bit less than it used to be, in my opinion.
on the perm.
Yeah, like they're
For
so
sure.
dense. I don't think I think it's just a strain, but they're so dense and like they feel a little bit harder than they used to. Like I would rate this.
This blend what? This blend again is Red Eye, which is Rainbow X
and permanent marker.
permanent marker. Yes. Bless you.
This is a doink cam. Let's see. Jeff said that might be the one. Jeff's gonna tell me if it's working. Oh, he turned the camera.
Well, that one's your camera, but I can actually, since Julie's in here, I can make this the doink
dope. Check this out, guys. We're gonna try and Mythbuster Proper Doinks
Yeah,
it.
this is inspired by Proper Doinks.
Yes, definitely.
Those two guys. Like I would give this probably an 8.9,
Okay.
and Chef like a 9.6 is what I was
Right.
at.
I think it's fair. This for me is a 9, definitely. It's a good combo. Would I do it
I think
again?
alone they're better.
I was gonna say, would I do it again? Maybe sometime, but alone, because
They're
it's
better,
a
yeah.
distinct taste. It's a distinct flavor.
They're definitely better alone.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is one of these. Tell us in the comments, guys. What do you think about the fucking the blends? You guys like blends? You guys not like blends? Hit us in the DMs.
I haven't been smoking blends lately.
My favorite blend, I think, truly, it has to be, is like a lemony, like lemon poppers per se, and
Lemon
some type of
Poppers is
Z.
the best blending weed.
That's like I could smoke that blend for months.
Lemon Poppers and Mega Z, you said?
Any type of Z,
Yeah.
whether it's F2, Original Z, Giraffe Pussy, any Z, Wizzy, any type of Z, Mega Z,
Yeah, the good Gelonade just like
not Mega Z Dark,
so flavorful.
just more so Z, like straight
yeah,
up Z
Mega Z
terps.
Dark I like alone. I'm a big fan of that. That was just
Z Dark.
under batch 1 of Chef.
Okay, that
The recent batch
Zoap
I
of
had,
the
yeah.
Mega Z Dark, nice.
From
Michigan
your booth,
batches,
yeah.
guys.
That one was really good.
Yeah.
Like me and Julius were talking about it, and we're like, that's probably my favorite batch of Zoap so far this year.
So far.
I think I would take that over
The helium that just dropped, I've been hearing is great. I gotta get my hands on some of it.
From your booth.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
I think I might have some. I might be able to give you some.
Yeah, I heard it was good.
I'm a big fan of helium. Anything Z with OG seems to do really well. I appreciate the care they put into like rolling their joints
Boom.
and breaking it down.
Am I proper in them?
Yeah.
Oh, look, I appreciate it as well. And like, shout out to them because, they back everything they say. People talk a lot of shit to them. People think they're talking shit, but they're not really talking shit. They're talking facts. And it's
Yeah,
like,
they're just honest.
yeah, they're blunt. They're straight up. They say it how it is. There's no sugarcoating. They say it how it is. Like,
And there's
plain and
nothing
simple.
disrespectful about it.
they're
Like,
not even trying to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
People come at them thinking they're trying to be, and it's like, no, it's not. That's not their thing. Their thing is consumer education and just like speaking facts and smoking good ass fucking weed. So, I forgot what I was getting at, but like, yeah, shout out to them, bro.
Yeah, like it's cool because you guys like laugh at me when I'm like, oh, I wash my grinder every time.
Yeah, that's what you're
But,
talking
like,
about. How meticulous
like,
they are.
He uses a new
Yes.
grinder every single
Yeah, how
time.
meticulous they are is great. But for me, like, I don't know. When you really want to know the true like terpenes and whatnot, and like taste and flavor that's gonna just not be tainted by anything else, you must do that. You must, like, you have to. Don't get me wrong. It's not gonna like change the taste like tremendously when it's like when your grinder has different flour in it that was ground already.
I promise you, if you grind lemon poppers,
Yeah,
and then you grind
100%,
something
bro.
else, I'm gonna taste
100%.
lemon poppers.
This like a tiny bit.
Enough though,
Enough, sure. I don't know.
because like lemon
Yeah.
poppers is so strong. Like when you
Yeah.
grind up lemon poppers, you'll taste it afterward.
I can't knock that.
I would say you can take big inhales with this with no problem.
It's smooth. It's very smooth.
It is. It's smoking really well. Do you ever feel like sometimes you'll know if you want to get to the end of a joint or not? Like how soon do you
Yeah,
usually know if you want to
100%.
smoke it down?
I mean, or so when I know what the batch of weed is like, I guess you could say. Like this morning, I smoked the Rainbow Backs all the way down. It was fire. It was a small joint. It was like a 1 grammer, 0.9 or some shit. But I smoked it all the way down, basically.
but this size. Like when I really like a joint, I
Yeah.
will sit there with this thing for like an hour, and I'll
I know
finish
what
it.
you mean. I know what you mean. But like, I don't know. It's usually like on the batch of bud. Like I don't know. Like I don't know. It depends what I'm doing, I guess. Too. Like yesterday, we rolled a Zoap times grape guava, and like we were done. Everyone was done. Could have kept smoking it all the way down. I was a rip tip, but we just didn't. It was just because of the circumstance. It was late as fuck. It was like real late, and we were like, let's go to
Yeah, you
sleep.
guys also smoke on the move a lot more than me.
For sure.
Cause like when I smoke, I give myself
Right, you're
like
sitting.
the
Yes.
time. I don't really like to be doing anything now.
Jeffrey, did you get high yet? We need to get you high.
No.
No way, you're about to get blasted your first smoke.
It'll be there soon.
Yeah.
It's nice when you can pass it and it comes back in good shape.
20%.
It's so rare. How many people can you sit and pass it back and forth with where it is?
Bro, it's such a shame that consumers get like different people that smoke weed, consumers, whatever. They get pissed when you try and tell them to slow down, or you gotta light it a certain way, or like hold it a certain way, or they're like, "What the fuck?" Some of them look at you crooked. They're like, "You're insane." I'm like, "No, I'm not."
Weed is not like weed is not made for like very stimulated people that are always like in a rush. The ash stayed together when it fell.
Yeah, just like Mount Everest off me.
I would say to that thing I'd probably get to 40% and then I'd be done.
Down here. A
No.
bit higher.
I probably have like 2 or 3 more hits at that point then. Now at least we have some fun stuff to do next week. Try the
Yeah.
pairings out.
Pairings.
Decide what we want to do.
We have 517 golf.
Oh yeah.
Yep, next week,
It's in
bro.
the afternoon
It's
now. Is
literally
there
a
any way
week.
you can make it?
So what's the time? Like, I need to get back to him on that email too. What's the time?
Noon check-in.
Noon check-in now? He responded?
He said we can change, yeah.
Did he respond to you only, maybe?
I don't know.
Bro, I didn't see it come up.
If I could give any job advice in life, it would be answer your emails fast.
Right.
It'll help you advance very fast. But it's noon. If it's at noon check-in, would you be able to do it?
Me?
Yeah.
Noon check-in and tee off at what time?
Or it's 11 check-in, noon. I think you tee off at noon.
Oh. I won't be able to.
No?
Mm-mm.
There's no way. I want to film it. I think it'd be fun to film it.
The first one you want to film?
Yeah, why not? Hopefully by the last one, my golf game will improve a lot more.
I'm trying to pull up the email between you and Tim.
We usually have to remind George to stay off his phone during the podcast.
Oh, it's so bad, guys. It's so bad.
So this one you used like a glass tip that was...
Yeah, so these new glass tips, shout out Phantom, J.K. Rowling. Yeah, he has these new glass tips that are completely cylindrical, just like the tube wooden ones. And yeah, they smoke great, they feel great, they roll great. Definitely check them out. I think he's gonna have them, live soon for people to cop. So
Yeah, I'm a fan.
I'm a fan too. Isn't
I
it
like
good?
being able to have the option of how many tips I want to put in there with like the...
Bro, I really like this. Like
Yeah.
it's comparable to that, but different also.
Because you can make that as tight and loose as you want to pull. How do you feel about the proper tips versus the rip tips right now?
I haven't smoked them as much, but when we have smoked them, I like the way they draw for sure. They have more
Yeah.
restriction because they don't have that open hole in the middle. But I wish they were more cylindrical. The tips, like the second one you gave me, I wish they were all like that.
Yeah, his last batch was good.
Yeah,
That first one makes me so upset because it's so big, it's hard to roll. But I want to roll something that size. I like smoking them big in that size.
I feel you.
No, that's about it for me.
Jeff, well,
Yeah, we
Wanna
don't
wrap it
waste
up?
them. They go back to the office.
yeah, we smoke them. Like they're not just thrown. Like a lot of people get pissed. Like, why are you throwing the joint? Sometimes we throw joints.
What else you got? Anything coming up? 517 golf.
517
Doing
golf in Pickney with Afro Man, right?
Tommy Chong's the
Tommy
first
Chong
one.
is the first one.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're gonna have to
the
give him
first
a
one is
fatty.
Tommy Chong. Yeah, definitely in a GT. Definitely.
Yeah, we have to find a way
Tommy
to give
Chong. That's hilarious.
him. Maybe it'll
Tommy
be
Chong
like
is the guy that was on the '70s show, right?
yeah.
That's crazy.
It's not really our generation. Like I never saw those weed movies back.
I
in the
didn't
day
see
that
any
he
of the
had.
movies. I
Yeah.
just saw him on the '70s show, to be honest.
But I'll
Maybe a
give him
couple of different
fatty all day.
movies. Well, yeah, we'll be there next Saturday. I don't know if this will drop by then. Maybe not. Probably not. For a couple of, like back dates, you know.
No,
So,
no
yeah.
chance. That's
Anyways.
impossible.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. See you guys next time.
Sounds good. See you guys.
Peace.